Since the beginning of January 2015, the coalition has helped train over 120,000 Iraqi security forces, to include the Counterterrorism Force, Ministry of Interior, and Ministry of Defense forces. Within the past couple months, 1,000 Iraqi men have graduated from the Counterterrorism Service's basic training, and 500 more are scheduled to graduate from CTS in a coming week. There are about 4,000 Iraqis who are currently undergoing coalition-enabled training as well. And the SOJIDF works closely with counterterrorism, commando, and SWAT forces to ensure violent extremism doesn't threaten the livelihood of the people of Iraq ever again. They are professional and capable forces committed to the future of Iraq, and we quite honestly take pride in their successes. I'll share with you an example that demonstrates their professionalism. During the height of conflict in Mosul, there was a CTS soldier on guard who observed several ISIS fighters moving towards his position. With no time to warn his teammates, he engaged one of the fighters. The 4 remaining ISIS fighters unleashed a hail of gunfire on the CTS position, hitting his particular CTS soldier 5 times. With bravery, he continued to defend his position as another ISIS fighter attempted to enter through the back of the house. CTS soldier was able to shoot the fighter before he entered the home, but not before the combatant was able to detonate his suicide belt. The blast from the detonation threw the already wounded CTS soldier into a wall, further injuring him. Still fighting, however, now alongside his awakened teammates, they were able to drive away the remaining ISIS fighters. And his actions reflect the courage, tenacity, and strength it takes to be a member of the elite counterterrorism service here in Iraq, and explain a little bit about the culture of the organization. We applaud the successes of other elements of the Iraqi security forces, just about all of whom we've personally seen in action against ISIS. Their success has been evident time and again in the dismantling of threats and tyranny held on communities. We see this not only through the defeat of ISIS on the battlefield, but also through the marked drop in ISIS propaganda. Although ISIS has been militarily defeated, we recognize the post-conflict challenges they present. As we recognize these challenges, we wish to extend our sympathies to those who were killed and injured in the suicide attack on a Baghdad market just yesterday. This attack is another example of the cowardice, evil, and the desperate acts that ISIS and other violent extremists who want to remain relevant throughout this area of operation will execute. We're dedicated to working with our partners on the permanent defeat of ISIS. The coalition will be here to help, as we have been thus far, and we look forward to the future that we all see as a safe, secure Iraq where people can live their lives freely with a government dedicated to protecting them.